ask you a question. What do white people do wrong, Larry Elder?
What do you mean, what do white people do?
Oh my God. Larry Elder just broke down some essential facts that are a detriment to our community. This man broke down in detail. He broke it down. And your response to that as a black man. So what about white people? What they do?
What are the reasons, if your statistics are right, what are the reasons that you think fathers aren't in the home?
He said, if your statistics is right. Honest person just said, look around. You don't need the statistics. And Charlamagne know goddamn well what he's talking about is true. But he want to throw jabs early on in the game where that man just explained his position. Envy asked him, why do you want to run for president? Bam, that's why he said it. If that was Kamala Harris or if that was Joe Biden and they said anything they wanted to say about why they running for president, which Joe Biden already just said, hey, you got to get Trump out. He didn't even question that man on it. But he says something that's very, very, very valid in our community, and that's the number one thing. Fatherlessness is the number one thing that's keeping our people down. And this man is going to gloss over that to say if those statistics was right. Nigga, you know those statistics. Boy, god damn.
As I said, it's because in the mid-'60s, Lyndon Johnson launched what he called the War on Poverty. In Charlamagne, literally, they sent social workers door to door in the inner city. I remember this, advising women of the availability of welfare provided there was no man in the house. It created an economic incentive for women to marry the government. Same thing with whites. In 1965, 8% of whites entered the world without a father in the home married to the mother. Now it's about 25%, also up threefold. Look at census data, 1910, 1920, 1930, in places like Milwaukee, Chicago, Philadelphia, a young black kid was slightly more likely to be brought into a world with a father in the home married to the mother than a young white kid. We have incentivized this kind of bad behavior, and it's had a disproportionately bad effect on the black community.
Let me ask you a question. What do white people do wrong, Larry Elder?
What do you mean, what do white people do?
Oh my God. I was driving while I was listening to this, you guys. Larry Elder just broke down some essential facts that are a detriment to our community that he's trying to bring to a national That's right. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that name, man. But that's right, deflection. This man broke down in detail. He broke it down. And your response to that, as a black man, you sound like a bitch. So what about white people? What they do? What white people be doing? Yeah, we ain't got no daddies in the house. And, our single mothers can't take care of these kids. And they grow up to be Pookie and Ray Ray. But what about these white people? What these white people be doing? Sir Tice, I like it. I like it. I like how you just broke that down for me. Thank you, man. And I hate not being able to pronounce people's names because, y'all, I was hooked on phonics in 7th grade. I could not read. I swear to God, I could not read to 7th grade because I was hooked on phonics. And that's the failed democratic fucking school system in America. The city fucking schools. That's what it was. God damn it. But I taught myself. At the end of the day, man, look. Wow. He really deflected. He said, what do white people do? What the fuck are you talking?
I found this on the web for He Said What About. Check it out.
I have Surrey just pop up on my computer every once in a while. But he says, what about white people? And Larry Elder says this.
I'm not worried about white people. I'm worried about what's going on with
But
us.
if there's systemic racism in this country, which we know it is.
No, I don't say there is. You say there is. I don't believe that.
Oh, you don't believe there's
No,
systemic
there used to
racism?
be, obviously. Tell me what you think the number one system.
Jazir says they was playing with a mold of a butt. They been sold out on top of so many other issues. Yeah, I swear, bruh. It's like, and people actually go to the Breakfast Club for vital information. That's like the blind leading the blind, and it's so sad. It's so sad because it's either one or two things. Either these guys are just brainwashed because all of them are college educated, all of them understands exactly what he's saying. It's either they understand what he's saying and they're just trying to keep our people at low level intelligence, or they just are the same as majority of black people. They just really don't get it. They just really don't get it. Because I see if you were trying to critique this man and ask this man some questions based upon policies, but what you're doing is just chastising this man. You're listening to just respond to this man, and you're not trying to understand what he's saying about fathers not being in these children's lives and that being a detriment. At the end of the day, when my mother called my father on some shit, even though he wasn't in the house with us, I knew who my father was, and I knew what he would do if my mother told him about some fuck shit that I just did. And that would deter me from doing it again or doing it in the first place. That's what Larry Elder is trying to get these motherfuckers to understand. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. What they want to do is keep deflecting based upon their emotions and based upon getting fed bullshit from the Democratic Party.